What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Box Score Breakdown Show, a hoopball presentation. My name is Adrian Benjamins, and I am rolling solo tonight. Uh, this episode of the Box Score Breakdown Show is brought to you by Hawaiian Isles Kona Coffee Company. Get yourself some delicious coffee from Hawaii. Taste the Kona difference. Head over to hawaiianisles.com. You can also find their coffee at Amazon. Hope you guys had an amazing week 1 of your fantasy playoffs. We're rolling into week 2, so hopefully you guys did well. Hopefully you guys are moving on to the next round. Uh, we had a pretty nice day of fantasy action here. I believe 8 games on the slate, so I'm going to jump right into it. And again, I'm rolling solo here today, so bear with me, you guys. Um, it's going to be really interesting. I am still getting the hang of these solo shows. It's so much easier when I'm talking to Neil because I don't know, it's just so easy to bounce stuff off of each other. You get to gather your thought when he's talking about his thing. So, anyways, you guys, I'm gonna jump right into the games. Gonna start with the Lakers and the Knicks, and this one was super close, 124 to 123. The Knicks getting the victory. Gonna jump in on the Lakers side first. Gonna start with LeBron James, 33 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 11 of 26 from the field, 11 of 13 from the line. We heard he was gonna be on a minutes limit. Where's that been? 35 minutes here tonight. So if you got LeBron James, you got to be pretty happy that he's not on that Anthony Davis game plan where he's only getting 20 minutes and likely not playing back to backs. The Lakers are still rolling him out there. So good news for you, LeBron James, for you guys that got LeBron James on your roster. Kyle Kuzma with 18 points, 8 assists, a steal, 8 of 14 from the field. It's a pretty good game from him. Rondo has been serviceable lately, but today was not great. Only shot 1 of 4 in 28 minutes for 3 points, a steal, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Reggie Bullock's been getting the start. He's been kind of disappointing. I had big expectations for him when he came on the Lakers, and with all these missing guys, I thought for sure he'd be able to put up some solid numbers. Only 14 points. Didn't really do anything else but 2 threes. Did shoot 6 of 10 from the field. JaVale McGee with a decent line here. 12 points, 3 steals, a block, 7 rebounds. He shot 6 of 10 from the field. Off the bench, Caruso's been playing pretty good lately. If you're in deep leagues, I don't know. Maybe you could take a flyer on him. 12 points. He had 12 points. Hang on one sec. My box score is telling me 12 points. 3 blocks, 5 steals is nice, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He had 1 3 on 3 of 6 shooting, so that was a pretty good game from him. Not too much else to talk about. I've given up on Josh Hart, Caldwell Pope. If you want to take a shot on him, if you want to take a flyer on him, if you need some points, that might be okay. And then Mo Wagner, I know he was a popular pickup when Brandon Ingram was ruled out, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. All right, I'm going to move over to the New York Knicks and going to start with Dotson, who's just been playing solid, and he's kind of starting to feel like the safest guy on this New York Knicks team. And by safest guy, he's starting every game. He plays the most minutes. He had 41 minutes today, and nobody else hit that 40-point mark. So 25 points for him, an assist, 6 rebounds, 3 threes on 10 of 20 shooting. Usage rate's real high on him as well. I mean, he by far took the most shots on this team. So Dotson's most likely already been picked up in every league. I know I've checked all my leagues. He's already been picked up. If he's still floating out there, he might be worth an ad if he works for your team. Kevin Knox, pretty happy to see this game from him. 19 points. 1 steal, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. I'm mostly happy just because of the efficiency. 8 of 14 from the field. He gave you 3 threes as well. It's pretty nice. Mario Hezonja, man, this is what I envisioned at the beginning of the season. I thought this is what he was going to do. And I don't know why, it just hasn't happened for him. And but tonight he looked really good. I believe he had a big block on LeBron as well, which is crazy. 17 points, a block. That must have been the block. 2 steals and assists, 8 rebounds, 1 3 on 4 of 8 shooting from the field. He was a perfect 8-8 from the line. Look, I would love to say go pick up Super Mario, but with the New York Knicks, man, they have let me down so much this season that I don't like. You got to take everything with this team with a grain of salt. Let's see if he starts again the next game, because it could easily be Trier, or who knows. Vonleh didn't play in this one, so who knows what happens. Uh, DJ looked really good in this one. 15 points, a block, a steal, 7 assists with 17 rebounds. Big double-double. 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line. So didn't even really hurt you from the line. It's pretty good. Emmanuel Mudiay looked good in this one as well. 28 points, 8 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 3 of 4 from downtown. He was 8 of 11 from the field and 9 of 10 from the line. So beautiful efficiency from him, man. I wish we could see that more often. Off the bench, not much to talk about. Mitchell Robinson, disappointing. Only 15 minutes. He only had 2 points. 2 points, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds. So just I mean, I would love to see Mitchell Robinson let loose, because we know he could be a monster. But with DeAndre Jordan back, man, I think that's really gonna hurt him. All right, let's jump to the next game. Next one I got up is the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. The Miami Heat getting the victory, 93-75. I'm going to take a look at the Charlotte side first. Going to start with Kemba Walker, who really let me down today. I was in a battle in the Hoop Ball Staff League. I'm pretty sure I lost my matchup because I was down like 6-2 or something like that. And I didn't really have a chance to come back, and Kemba really let me down in this one. 10 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He had 2 threes, but man, he shot 4 of 16, so that shooting's ugly. Speaking of some ugly shooting, Batum was 3 of 11 for 12 points and assists, 7 rebounds. He gave you a 3, and he was perfect 5 of 5 from the line. Marvin Williams really fell off in this one. Only 2 points. He only shot 1 of 7 in 28 minutes. Did have 3 blocks, which is nice. 2 assists and 4 rebounds. But, man, I wish he shot better in this one. Bismack Biyombo got the start. But, with Cody Zeller out, he got the start. Biyombo did. 4 fouls in just 17 minutes. So fouls likely was an issue in this one. He only had 2 points and 6 rebounds, 1 block on 1 of 3 shooting. Miles Bridges, man, I'm really excited for this guy. It's just not going to happen this year. And getting the start, but only got 10 minutes and scored 2 points. So, don't trust him. But a guy you can trust, Jeremy Lamb, 21 points. Let's see here. Hang on 1 second. My box score is jacked up. Okay, 21 points, 4 steals, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 3 threes. He shot 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Frank Kaminsky with 13 points. He played 30 minutes off the bench. He didn't shoot that great from the field, only 3 of 10, but he was 7 of 9 from the line. Not much else to talk about here. Don't trust any of these other guys. I don't trust Parker or Kid Gilchrist. I'm moving on from Cody Zeller. And no one really else to mention here. Let's move over to the Miami Heat side and start with Josh Richardson, man. I'm just disappointed. I had such high expectations for him. Started this season on fire. I thought he was going to finish as like a third round type player, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. 7 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. The inefficient 2 of 17 from the field. He took 9 threes and could not make one. So not good shooting from Jay Rich. I really hope we see him make a leap next season. Kelly Olynyk with 4 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. He's been kind of in a little tiny bit of a slump lately. This week has not been great for him, but I'm still going to keep him locked and loaded. He's starting. getting good minutes. I think he's going to be much better than this. Speaking of starting and getting good minutes, Bam Adebayo, 16 points, a block, 2 steals, 9 rebounds, shooting 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the line. Derrick Jones Jr. getting the start. And although, he didn't set the world on fire here tonight, but I love the 3 blocks and the steal. I think that's outstanding, and gave you a 3. So some nice cash counters there. 6 points, though, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Keep an eye on him. If he's going to continue to start for, this final stretch of the season, I think he could be worth an add in deeper leagues. Dion Waiters, we know he can struggle with some consistency and efficiency, but tonight, in just 22 minutes, he had 12 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. He had 4 threes, so that's nice. Shot 4 of 10 from the field. Let's see what else. D Wade continuing his farewell tour. 17 points for Wade. Hang on one sec. Excuse me again, man. My box score is really jacked up. 1 block, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 2 threes on 6 of 14 shooting from the field, the perfect 3-3 from the line. Goran Dragic coming off the bench, but still getting good minutes, 28 minutes tonight. Pretty good usage. Took 11 shots, sunk 7 of them, was 4 of 6 from deep for 19 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. So I don't know, man. Maybe he can get hot here to finish off the year. And Whiteside, this is pretty disappointing, this new role that he's in. Still likely gonna go off for a big game here and there, but it's just really hard for him to consistently put up good numbers when he's gonna come off the bench and play minutes in the mid to high teens. And so 6 points for him tonight with 8 rebounds. Did have a steal and a block, shot 3 of 7. No one else that I think is really worth mentioning, or nothing really else to talk about here. Let's jump to the next game. Let's keep rolling. And the next game I got up is the 76ers and the Bucks. The Sixers getting the victory, 130 to 125. Big win for the Sixers, because this is a battle of two of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. So I'm going to look over on the Sixers side first. And where else can I start other than Joel Embiid? 40. Oh man, I hate when my box score does this. Hang on, guys. I'm going to bring this box score up one more time. What's happening is that the box score stats are not aligning with the categories, meaning they're off one. So where it says points, below it where the actual points are listed, that's one column over. So it makes it really tricky to read. So I'm going to try to bring it up again and hope that it loads correctly this time. Hang on one sec, bear with me. Yeah, I got it now. All right, perfect. The points are actually listed under the points now. 40 points for Embiid, a block, 3 steals, 6 assists, 15 rebounds, big double-double, 4 threes. Man, he took 13 threes. That's pretty amazing when your center can take that many threes. So sunk 4 of them, 15 of 31 from the field. Talk about usage, man. 31 shots for Embiid. He was 6 and 7 from the line, so pretty good game. Ben Simmons, this is a little bit disappointing. Flirting with the triple-double with the 8 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. I just want him to take some more shots, just have a bigger role in this. Bigger role scoring the ball would have been a little nice. 4 of 8, though, from the field for him. Jimmy Butler had a nice game. 27 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. He had 2 threes, shot 8 of 16 from the field, 9 of 13 from the line. It's a good, really good game from him. Tobias Harris with 12 points. With Embiid and Butler just going bananas here tonight, Harris kind of had to take a little bit of a back seat because we've seen Harris have some nice games the past few weeks. 12 points for Harris, 1 steal, 4 assists with 7 rebounds, 1 3. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line. JJ Redick did his thing, which is score, knock down some threes on the perimeter. He was 4 of 4 from downtown, 7 of 10 from the field for 19 points. A steal, a block as well. Off the bench, I don't trust any of these bench guys, so I'm not even going to mention them. Let's jump over to the Bucks. And you guys have probably heard Brogdon is down. He's out. So looks like he's gonna miss the rest of the regular season at least. Maybe we see him. If there, I've heard some optimism that he could be back in 6 weeks. So if that's the case, maybe we see him in the postseason. But what a big blow for the Bucks. And even though this definitely hurts, it's not a death sentence for Milwaukee because man, they now just move Nico Mirotic into this lineup, and they got a starting lineup of Antetokounmpo, Middleton, Lopez, Bledsoe, Mirotic. So this is a still strong starting five. So even though they definitely lost some depth, it is not the end of the world for the Bucks. They could still make a run here into this postseason. So let's hope that they stay strong here. So where am I going to start on the Bucks, man? How about Antetokounmpo? Are you kidding me here? 52 points with 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, a block. Likely he single-handedly helped you win a playoff matchup if you were in a tight playoff matchup this week and you had Giannis Antetokounmpo going on this final day, just went bonkers. I mean, he probably helped you pull off a victory here. 3 threes, 19 of 21 from the line. That is outstanding. 15 of 26 from the field. So what a game. 14 points for Brook Lopez, 4 blocks, a steal, and assist, 4 rebounds. He added 3 threes, shot 4 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line. Bledsoe, 12 points for him, 2 steals, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 3. He shot 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from the line. I mentioned to Mirotic moving into the starting lineup. Some people, myself included, I got a little excited when I found out Mirotic would move into the starting lineup, but I do have to say, he now has to contend with a lot of guys that have high usage. So maybe it's not going to help him as much as I thought, him moving in the starting lineup. And tonight we kind of saw why. He only had 2 points, 2 steals, 2 assists with 4 rebounds, 1 of 7 from the field. So let's hope he can kind of get going here and be a lot better. Let's see, where else can I go here? Not much to talk about on the bench. I was curious to see what George Hill would do in this one because I really thought that maybe George Hill could get some good minutes with Brogdon out. But, man, Hill, only 11 minutes tonight, no foul trouble. So it doesn't look like he's really going to gain any value with the Brogdon injury. All right, you guys, let's keep going. Shoot, where am I going? Oh, let's go over to Toronto, the Raptors and the Pistons. And this one, a lot closer than I thought it would be, and very surprising. The Pistons getting the victory, 110 to 107. Going to start with Toronto, though. Gasol getting the start, which is nice, but the usage on the offense is a little low. 3 of 7 from the field for 9 points, a block with 8 assists, 11 rebounds. Love the contribution in these other categories, though, with the 8 assists and 11 boards, 1 block, 1 3. So a perfect 2-2 from the line. So still a pretty good game from Gasol. Kawhi Leonard with 33 points. A steal, a block, 2 assists, 10 rebounds. He was 5 of 8 from downtown, 11 of 21 from the field, 6 of 8 from the line. Pascal Siakam, Neil and I have talked about Siakam quite a bit. He gets our vote for most improved player. 12 points for him, a steal, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 6 of 13 from the field from him. Danny Green with 12 points. 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 threes, 4 of 9 from the field. It's you'll take that game from him, Danny Green. I know I did. Jeremy Lin getting the start, but man, I just don't trust Jeremy Lin at all anymore. Only 3 points in 17 minutes in his start, and it was Van Vliet. Van Vliet was really the guy that probably should get picked up in some leagues. If Lowry is going to continue to miss games, and I could definitely see Lowry getting rested down the stretch quite a bit, or missing a lot of games. The Raptors being very safe with Lowry, with his history of injury and their eye on the prize, which is a title in the postseason. Likely they are going to be very cautious and limit Lowry. So that could be really nice for Van Fleet. Maybe definitely worth an add in deeper leagues, and see if he fits for your team. Not much else to talk about off of the bench. Serge Ibaka missed this one. He's suspended as well. So Gasol likely, him getting to start 37 minutes for Gasol, he's definitely benefiting. Blake Griffin, I'm going to jump over on the Pistons side. Blake Griffin, 25 points, 3 assists with 8 rebounds, 4 threes, 9 and 21 from the field for him. Andre Drummond doing his thing, which is double-double, 15 points, 17 boards. A little disappointed he didn't have any blocks tonight, but he did have 2 steals and did shoot a really efficient 5 of 5 from the line, 5 of 8 from the field. Wayne Ellington, I know a lot of people were excited when he signed with Detroit. 9 points for him. 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 3 on 4-10 shooting. Jackson, really surprised that he didn't miss any extended time here. 20 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 threes on 5 of 10 shooting. Really nice shooting from the line. He was 8 of 9 from the line. Brown getting the start, but only getting 14 minutes with 2 points. So that's not happening. I don't trust Galloway, but he had 11 points in 28 minutes. I really like Kennard, but it's just not happening for him. He only had 2 points. He only took 1 shot in 28 minutes. So, man, that's all you need to know. I kind of thought about taking a flyer on Ish Smith if I heard that Reggie Jackson was going to miss any time. Reggie Jackson had a minor injury early in the week, but it looks like Reggie's good, so I'm not going to make any kind of move on Ish, and you could just ignore that. All right, let's keep going. Let's move over to the next game. The Sacramento Kings beating up on the Bulls 129-102. I'm going to take a look on the Chicago side first, and I'll start with Zach LaVine. I was really scared for Zach LaVine at the beginning of the week. A lot of buzz that the Bulls could be very cautious with his knee. We know he's missed time with a major injury previous season, so we know the Bulls don't really have much to play for. So I didn't really think that we would see LaVine back so soon, and also playing such big minutes. 29 minutes here tonight for 18 points, a block, 3 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 threes. Robin Lopez. I know Neil is a big fan of Robin Lopez. Only 8 points, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds, but he will be just fine. Keep him locked and loaded. Another guy who did not play well, who will be just fine, is Otto Porter. Just not a great night for the Bulls. Was a blowout. So take everything that you're seeing here with a grain of salt. I think a lot of these guys like Otto Porter and Lauri Markkanen will bounce back. So only 8 points, a steal, and assist, 2 rebounds for Otto, 1 3 on 3 of 9 shooting. Lauri Markkanen with 11 points, a block, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 3, 4 of 8 from the field for Lauri. A perfect 2 of 2 from the line. Chris Dunn, who's been playing much better, only 8 points for him, 1 steal, 5 assists on 4 of 11 shooting. Off the bench, they did get some nice production from, let's see, Harrison had 11 points with 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Ryan Archidiakono with 10 points. but man, you really aren't playing any of these bench guys in any type of standard league. All right, I'm going to jump over to the Kings and where to start. Let's start with Harrison Barnes, 15 points, an assist, 2 rebounds on a 7 of 11 shooting from the field. Buddy Hield, man, having a really great season. I was not a fan of Buddy Hield early when he came to the league, but I am now, man. I am a believer in Buddy Hield. I will be looking to draft this guy for future seasons. 16 points, a block, 3 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 threes, 6 of 12 shooting from the field. De'Aaron Fox, 17 points, a block, 2 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 threes on 6 of 12 shooting from the field. Willie Cauley-Stein had 9 points, a steal, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 4 of 7 from the field. Nemanja Bjelica, I don't really trust him, with Bagley back. Bagley, 21 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds, 9 of 14 shooting in just 21 minutes off the bench. This team so loaded with Giles also getting 21 minutes and 16 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Something that's very encouraging is Giles looks really nice next to Bagley. I think the Kings should really explore that tandem more and see what they got there, man. Let that partnership develop some chemistry, man. Keep playing those two together for the end of the year. I mean, I know the Kings are fighting for that 8th seed. They're fighting for a playoff spot. I think they're going to make it. So I know the Kings are playing to win, but I really like the look of Giles next to Bagley. One guy that hasn't been that great, it's kind of feels like an odd man out, is Bogdanovic. 8 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 of 2 from deep, 3 of 6 from the field. He's just man, really, with the addition of Barnes, the emergence of Hield, he's just really kind of fallen off. So it's not really happening for him. Not much else to add here. So let's keep going. Let's jump over to the Hawks and the Magic. The Magic getting the victory 101-91. I'm going to start with the Hawks, and let's start with Trae Young, man. Pretty good game from Trae Young. Hang on one sec. I might have to bring this box score up again. Sorry, you guys. Bear with me. My computer is doing some weird stuff. Let me bring this box score up. Sorry, guys. All right, the Hawks and the Magic. Magic getting the victory 101-91. And I'm going to start with Trae Young. 20 points, a steal, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 of 18 shooting from the field. Taurean Prince with 9 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 of 11 from the field. He added a 3. Dedmon with a double-double here. 10 points, 14 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists. He was 4-10 from the field with 2 threes. Kevin Huerter struggled in this one. Only was 1 of 7 for the field for 3 points. He's been playing pretty good, though, this week. So look for him to bounce back. And John Collins, only 10 points, fouled out in 20 minutes. So only got 10 points and assists, 7 rebounds on 5 of 9 shooting. With him fouling out, it was Bazemore getting 25 minutes, but he only had 5 points. He only had 5 points with 8 rebounds, not much else. Alex Len, he shows that he can put up some numbers at times. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds on 5 of 8 shooting. Bembry, not happening for him, only 8 points in 20 minutes, and don't really trust anyone else, or I don't think there's much else to talk about on this team. I'm going to jump over to the Orlando Magic side. I'm going to start with Aaron Gordon, who had a very nice game. 22 points, a steal, 3 assists with 8 rebounds. He shot 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 1 of 2 from the line. And speaking of good game, Nikola Vucevic, 27 points, 3 steals, 3 assists with 20 rebounds. Yes, that's right. 27 points, 20 rebounds, 10 of 20 from the field, a perfect 7 of 7 from the line. It's a pretty good game. Very good game. DJ Augustine with 11 points, 2 steals, 9 assists. He had 2 threes, shot 4 of 10. Evan Fournier with 11 points. He really let me down this week in my head-to-head matchup. 1 steal, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 3 on 4 of 12, shooting from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Speaking of letdown, Jonathan Isaac, 0 of 7 in 26 minutes, 0 points. Man, this guy was on fire coming into the All-Star break and has kind of fallen off a little bit here. A block, a steal, 3 rebounds. He took 6 threes, could not make one. Didn't even go to the line. What a disappointing game from him. Not much to talk about on the bench. Iwindu had 14 points and 7 rebounds in 26 minutes, but I don't trust him. I don't know if he'll get that kind of minutes again. Terrence Ross has been struggling shooting the ball, which is, that's his bread and butter, is scoring. So when he's not scoring well, he's not providing much value. So pretty disappointing from him. And I miss Mo Bamba, man. I really hoped to see the development of Mo Bamba, their future center, but we're not going to see him for the rest of the year. So that's not going to happen. All right, 2 more games left, you guys. Hang in there with me. I know a little rough going solo here without Neil, but hang in there with me, guys. The Rockets getting the victory over the Timberwolves, 117-102. Josh Okogie with a nice game, man. I think this guy is going to be a pretty good pro baller in future seasons. So his game reminds me a lot of like a Trevor Ariza type. 21 points, a steal, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 threes on 8 of 14 shooting from the field. It's a really good line. Yeah, I just love that he contributes in multiple categories. He can fill it up across the board when he's on. So 14 points for Andrew Wiggins, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 threes on 6 of 17 shooting. Cat had 22 points, 2 blocks, 6 assists, 10 boards, 2 threes on 8 of 22 shooting, 4 of 5 from the line. I rolled the dice on Jones when I knew that Jeff Teague and Rose was out, and did not work out for me at all, man. My home league, Roto League, I had Jonathan Isaac and Jones in my lineup, man. So did not help my field goal percentage at all. 0 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, 5 assists, 4 boards. Not a good game for Jones here. Saric, I moved on for him. 8 points, though, for him, 8 rebounds. It's just not happening for Dario Saric, starting, but just getting minutes in the low 20s. The usage isn't really there, so it's not really happening for him. Taj Gibson looked pretty good off the bench. 15 points, a block, 10 boards, 1 assist. I mean, if you want to take a flyer on him, in deep leagues, I guess it's okay, but I do still worry that, if he's going to come off the bench for 20 minutes or low minutes in the low 20s, I think most of the time he's going to give you some pretty low value lines. So, and then other than that, as I said, Covington, I don't even know if we'll see him again, man. I've given up on the idea of him returning. Jeff Teague and Derrick Rose also out in this one. So, yeah. James Harden feels like a disappointment anytime you see this guy not hit the 30-point mark. So shot 8 of 24 for 20 points. And, he's really struggled from downtown. It was 4 of 12 from 3-point range. So 1 steal, 10 assists. And another very surprising stat from Harden tonight, didn't go to the line. That is really odd. So I don't know what that's all about. But a guy that did have a nice game, Clint Capella doubled with 20 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks from him, 8 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line. Chris Paul had a gorgeous game, 25 points, 10 assists, a steal, 7 boards, 6 of 7 from three-point range, 8 of 12 from the field. Eric Gordon, 12 points for Eric Gordon, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 of 11 from three-point range, 4 of 12 from the field. So it's a pretty good game from him. House had a nice game off the bench. He had 14 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 threes on 5 of 6 shooting. Keep an eye on him. I don't know. I mean, if he's gonna continue to get that many minutes, I think he could be worth a look in deeper leagues. But I'm not really convinced that he's gonna get those minutes guaranteed. That's it, man. Not much else to talk about in that game. One more game on the slate, and I believe it is the Brooklyn Nets and the LA Clippers. So let's see if my computer can open this. It was the Clippers getting the victory, 119 to 116. Man, when the Clippers traded Tobias Harris at the trade deadline, I thought it was automatic that they would fall out of the playoffs, tank to keep their draft pick. I believe they lose their draft pick if they make the playoffs. So I guess they just want to win more. And kudos for them. I don't know how, like, they had a big win over Boston earlier in the week. I just don't know how they're playing so well without. I feel like they probably have the least amount of talent compared to a lot of the other teams in the playoffs. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. D'Angelo Russell, what a good season he's having. Another guy you could talk about for most improved player. 32 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 13 of 25 from the field. He was 6 of 12 from downtown. It's a good game from him. Karis LeVert, I'll take this game from LeVert. I know he's struggling lately, but I'll take 12 points and 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 of 15 from the field from him. Joe Harris, 12 points, a steal, a block, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. He had 3 threes, 4 of 10 shooting from the field. Jared Allen doing what he does, which is some low-end double-doubles, 13 points, 11 rebounds with 2 blocks, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 from the line. Man, they got some good production from Carroll, who played 33 minutes off the bench, 22 points for him, 6 rebounds, 3 threes. He shot 7 of 13. He was a perfect 5 of 5 from the line. Dinwiddie Dinwiddie only shot 2 of 16 from the field, but he was 8 of 12 from the line for 13 points and 3 assists, 4 rebounds for him. So it's a pretty good game there. Actually not a great game because of the shooting, but still. All right. I'm trying to think there's anything else really worth mentioning from the Nets. I hope nobody's really counting on Crab or RHJ because it's not really happening. But okay, I'm going to jump over on the Clippers side. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been playing better. 14 points, 10 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 threes. He shot 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. Danilo Gallinari is having a really good season. I stayed away from him on draft day, and I regret it because if you look at where he's at, he is definitely killing his average draft position. 20 points, a steal, 5 assists, 11 rebounds. He was 7 of 17 from the field, 1 3. He was 5 of 5 from the line. Beverly with 10 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. He had 2 threes on 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Shamet, 14 points, a steal, 3 assists, 4 threes, 4. All of his production came from the 3-point range. He was 4 of 9 from downtown. I take that back. He sunk two free throws as well. He was 2 of 2 from the line. Zubac with 3 points in just 14 minutes. He also had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Montrezl Harrell is the guy, the front court guy. 20 points, 3 blocks, a steal, and assists with 10 rebounds. He was 8 of 17 from the field, 4 of 6 from the line. Lou Will, man, this guy can score 25 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 8 of 16 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 7 of 7 from the line. Probably one of the front runners for 6-man, I would think. All right, you guys, that's it for the games. Again, congratulations if you are moving on into week 2 of your playoffs. I hope everything's going well for you guys. Looking forward to being back tomorrow night with Neil. So again, I apologize for rolling solo. We had some scheduling conflicts. Basically, it was me that I couldn't meet Neil on the time we were supposed to meet up, which is why I'm recording this by myself. So, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening, for supporting the show. Hit us up on Twitter, or hit me up on Twitter. I'm at Adrian Benjamins, and still hit Neil up as well. He's at Ball with Neil. We look forward to going at it again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you later.